So why did you want to get here unofficial?
I always loved Florida State. It was just good to get back here, just feel like the tradition, feel everything. It was great to get back up here.
They view you as a running back?
Yeah.
What have you learned about Gus Malzahn, what he does with your position, how you would fit into his offense?
When I was sitting in the meeting, he was showing me a presentation on how he makes like high-level guys, make them known, make them on the Heisman boards, like show me how they get on the Heisman boards. You could run the ball, you could catch the ball. He even throw, like the running backs, even throw the ball in his offense. So that's a big thing I'm looking for.
In time with Coach Yak, I'm sure he's been involved with you a lot. But what was kind of the pitch or just the stuff you guys talked about on the visit?
It was great just sitting with Coach Yak. I got to meet his wife. His wife is very good. It was just great sitting with him, learning how things work at FSU. He's a great coach, great mentor.
So kind of where are you at now in your recruiting process as you finish up this visit? What's next for you?
What's next? I have Ohio State. That's going to be there.
When do you want to decide?
I'm still trying to figure that date out. Probably it's going to be somewhere in July.
Is there something different you saw this time with FSU with this official visit where you got to see more of the ins and outs? I mean, what specifics did you see just different about this visit?
I got to see a lot, just sitting in the meetings, sitting with Coach Norvell. He's a great guy. What else? FSU is on my board again, so yeah.
Are there any one or two things specifically that you're looking for that will end up separating the school you commit to against the other ones?
Yeah. So things like showing me, all right, I'm going to be able to run the ball, I'm going to be able to catch the ball, I'm going to be able to line up and slot, just the ability to use me, so how the NFL get me to the next level.
How are you feeling about FSU now?
FSU, I feel very great about FSU. It's one of my top schools.
Do you have any, like one or two that stand out, or is it just mainly a bunch of schools together?
A bunch of schools together.
Okay.
All the ones you've officially visited are basically the ones you decide from. Anybody else beyond those?
And what was kind of Mike Norvell's message to you, or have you had your exit meeting with him yet, and what has his message been to you throughout the weekend?
He wants me, he yells a lot. He like that though, because he's a great coach. He's always like that, and that's what I'm looking for in a head coach. Someone who's consistent.
Obviously, they had a tough year, but just from a program standpoint and just what you're going to do with this offense, what excites you about FSU?
Just Gus Malzahn coming in, changing the whole offense. The running back's gonna be in the game a lot. So yeah.
Perfect.
Thanks, Derrek.
Gotcha.
Appreciate it, man.